Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Got another bag of nickels, so decided to go ahead and do another nickel bag hunt. Bag number 3. See what this one gives. Here's the tags for bag 1 and 2. So decided, hey, I like getting the bags. They've been pretty decent, so why not? And like I said before, this is from a new bank. And hey, let's go ahead and start the hunt. Let me get this set up. And I'll be right back to get started. So I'll be right back. All right, guys. Well, I'm all situated. Got row number 1 out. I transferred them over to a box to make sure that there was 100 row or the correct amount. So got my scope right there and my lucky silver spoon in that I opened the rows with. So got my discard bucket over here. So let's go ahead and get started and see what we got. Row number 1. Uh, don't see too much interesting or old coins that look old on the edges. So let's go ahead and start the hunt and see what we got. Hoping to find some silver, some Buffalo B nickels, any air varieties, and I will be keeping out any varieties that I know of and putting them up here and checking them at the end. Some of them I'll double check with the scope just to go through them. Now I do get quite a few 64s, which they are a real common date. So I do set them aside up here because I have found a 64D DDR in one of the boxes, or the bags. So like I suspected, not really too many, not no old ones yet. Didn't see anything on the edges, so that's a nice 2000 Denver. I'm not gonna keep it. My nickel book is, I have filled it. It does have some really nice ones in there, so. Alright, well. Row 1 down, let's check row 2. Maybe a couple of older ones. Nothing really too sticking out, but let's go through them anyway. Might get surprised. What was it? That was a 2004. It has a doubling on it, so I'll keep it out. I'll keep out the 2004s and go through them. Got a nice little mixture up. Got some 2020 Denvers. That one's got a nice little nick out of it. I'll set that one up there. A lot of times I keep out the damaged ones because I don't want to send them through the bank's machine to damage it, the counting machine. So, and my bank that I take them to, they roll their own nickels. So, we got our first 64 out of Philly. All right, well, so far, just that 164, which is pretty shocking. So, let's open row 3, check the edges. I've got a couple of older ones. So, well, let's go ahead. Let's check it. See how old they are. It may just be dirty. Another 2004. I would almost suspect them to be probably 64s. Painted green one, just 86. Another 2004. Another 2004. '61 out of Denver. Set you right there. Another 64 out of Denver. All right, well, just like a couple of 64s and 2004s. Check for the doubling. Okay, just one. Let's go ahead and take a peek at it. If I can. Nope, it's just dirty. Yep, 88. All right, guys. Well, so far, nothing in the first 4 rows, so I'll bring you in if I find something. All right, guys. Well, at the end of row 4, I didn't even really realize it, but we got a 1951 out of Philly. So far, let's set the 04s up there. So far, just that one oldie. Let's go ahead and crack open this one. Don't see anything on the edges. I'll bring it back. Come on, roll. Stop fighting. We got one that looks pretty old here. Nope. Damaged or dirty. What do we got? All right. Well, I don't see too much anything. And that one is a 78. So I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys. Row 6. We're going to have our first find. It is a 1943 P War Nickel. First silver on the board. Didn't even notice it. Just thought it was a dark edge. So let's see what else we can find. Anything else? Yeah, cause see, this is a 83, 85 Philadelphia. So I really didn't even notice it. If you look at them side by side, you would think, you wouldn't even really notice that it was a war nickel. So, but first find on the board, and we got a 1959 out of Philly. Nice. 2005. It's got a nice toning on it, front and back. It's a 2005 Denver. I'll set that on the side. I kind of like toners. Anything else? All right. Well, nothing else. Well, maybe I'll start checking the darker ones. Let's see, row 7. We got a couple that we can take a peek at. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one. Oh, one too many. And maybe that one. Oh, and I knew it. Coin exploded. But I caught it. Let's see. 81 Denver. 94. There's a 67 out of Philadelphia. It's in really nice shape. That one is 99 Denver. All right, well, I'll bring you back in if I find anything else. All right, guys. Well, row 9. We got a first 68S nickel. So we got 3 more left in the row. Let's go ahead and search. Well, there's nothing else in those last ones. But I like my S mint marks and usually get about between 2 and 3 S mint marks in 68, 69, and 70s. So let's go ahead and, is there anything in here? Maybe one. And row 10 is going to give me a 1949 out of Denver. So we got a 40 oldie on the board. I had you live with me. Let's check and see if there's anything else. I don't see anything. A couple of them maybe old, but I'd say they're probably in the 70s or 80s. So I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys. Well, same roll. Got a 1957 out of Denver. All right. Let's go ahead. Why not? Another 64 out of Denver. Like I said, I get quite a few 64. They're a real common date. So just the 80s. All right, well, let's go ahead and see what's in row 11. Oh, we got a couple of older ones here. So let's go ahead and check them. Nope, just the 80s. Newer dirty one. That one next to it. 2000. Nothing else. So, all right, well, I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys, same row. Another 68S in really nice shape. So, we got two of those on the board. So, I'll bring you back in. Let's check that one. That one's got a pretty nice toning. 2006. I'll set it with that one. All right, well, don't see anything else. All right, guys, well, I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys, row 13 is going to give me a 1958 out of Denver. So, all right, let's go through and see if there's anything else. '66. All right, I'll set you over there. Okay, well, nothing else. So I'll bring you back on the next find. All right, guys. Well, row 17. Actually, the first coin that was back facing me. It is a 1955 out of Denver. So let's get you over. So let's go through it and see if there's any other ones. All right, well, that's a slick one. That's just a 79D. That's almost like a pocket coin. I'll keep that one up there. I think pocket coins are pretty cool. All right, well, so far, nothing else. I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys, row 28. It's going to give me another war nickel. It's real slick. It's a 1943 out of Philadelphia, but Like I said, it's really slick. But hey, I'll take it. So that's 2 on the board. Let's go ahead and see if there. I mean, that one just popped up. It surprised me. It didn't look. I guess because it was slick, it didn't look like a war nickel. So I've had some really dirty, just 76s, but I've had some really nice, like that one, 1964, out of Philadelphia, which I've had quite a few 64s, as you can see, they're right here. But 2 war nickels on the board. Hey, I'll take it. So why not? Let's just check this one. And there's a dark one. Let's check it. See, it's a 1999. That's why, I mean, a lot of these hadn't really, you know, stood out like if it was a war nickel. But if you look at that, let's put this one up next to the 2 war nickels. As you can see, it's just a lightly discolored. So 2 war nickels, I'll take it. So I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys, same roll. Actually, no, I'll take that back. This is roll 29. Gives me a 1947 out of Philadelphia. So that makes 2. There's a 70 Denver. All right, well, I got you here. Let's go through it. See if there's any other surprises. A 1940 out of Philadelphia. I'll take it. Couple war nickels, some 40s. Gonna be anything else? It's a 91. All right, well, so far, nothing else. All right, well, I'll bring you back in on the next finds. All right, guys, I'm on roll 31, and it gave me another 1952 out of San Francisco. So there's another San Francisco 1952. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything else. 61 out of Denver. Got quite a few 60s. So, all right, well, that's going to do it for that roll. Not bad. Couple 50s, 50s and 60s. So, let's go ahead. Why not? And pop open this roll. Try not to make the video too long. Maybe a couple of oldies. I don't see any that would really stick out. Maybe one. But that's about it. Let's check it out. 84 Denver. All right, well, I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys. This got me excited. I thought I had a heart attack at first, but I'm back and open row 34. And look at this, man. I don't know if they're dirty, but I think they're going to be war nickels. And it's like a whole row or half a row, some kind of collection dump. But so let's go ahead and crack into them and see what we got. Wow. It surprised me. Oh, my hands are shaking. Oh. Got a 1944 out of Philadelphia. Wow, look at that one, guys. What is that? 1943 out of San Francisco. Wow. Oh, 44 out of Denver. Another one out of Denver. It's a 45. Oh, 42 out of Philadelphia. Another 43 out of Philadelphia. This one's out of San Francisco. It's a 43. 2004. 96. Philadelphia, 1943. Another 43 out of San Francisco. Oh, another 43 out of Philadelphia. 12, 2001, 96, 16. Another 43 out of Denver, or no, Philadelphia. Another Philadelphia 43. Oh, Philadelphia 45. Philadelphia 43. 87. 97. Oh, look at there. Another 43 out of Philadelphia. Wow. I guess it was like a collection dump. Oh, that's it. Oh, man. That's awesome. It's an 88. What do we got? Another 88. 90. Wow. Guys, look at that. Oh. How many was that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, plus the 2 I found earlier. Wow. All war nickels in one row. And look at that one. Look at that 43 out of San Francisco. Wow. All right, guys. Well, it's getting into the time limit. Let's go ahead and crack open this one and see. Oh, I'll tell you, it's just that one row. Couple of oldies, possibly. Nope. Oh God, my hands are shaking. I can't even set the rows down right. That's a first for me. All right, let's see what you are. 95, 02. All right, guys. Well, I'll bring you back in if I find anything else. All right, guys. Row 36 this is going to give me another 1954 out of Denver. Set that one up there. And a 1941 out of Philly. There's a 69 out of Denver. Wow. My hands are still shaking a little bit. A 64 out of Philly. All right, well, it's going to do it on that one. I'll bring you back in on the next finds. All right, guys, I'm back with on row 39. And I don't know, but let's check these two out. A 1942 out of San Francisco. Two more. That one's in really nice shape. This one's out of Philadelphia. It is a 43. Wow. All right, well, I'll bring you back in if I find anything else. All right, guys, row 41 is going to give me another 1941 out of San Francisco. Oh, that's one, so go through. Another 64. Another 61. All right, guys. Well, I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys. Very next row, which is row 42. We got a 1952 out of Philadelphia. All right, I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, row 45 gave me a 1948 out of Denver. All right, I'll bring you back in. All right, guys, row 48, and look at there. Oh, it's out of San Francisco, 1943. Oh, Philadelphia, 44. It's a pretty nice one out of San Francisco. It is another 43. Oh, man. I don't see anything else. So I'll bring you back in if I find any oldies. All right, guys. Row 49. And we got San Francisco, another 43. And a 44 out of Philly. Two more war nickels. So nothing else that seemed too old. So I'll bring you back in on the next find or to do a wrap up. So I'll be back. All right, guys. Row 50. It's gonna give us a 1946, 1 year off of the war nickels out of Philadelphia. Yeah. So I got you here. Let's go through it and see what we got. So our video is already long enough, but when you have some nice finds, then kind of makes it all well worth it. All right, well, row 50, nothing in there. So I'll let me go through the air varieties, and I'll bring you back in on for the wrap up. All right, guys, I went through all the varieties, checked them all, didn't find anything, so decided to go ahead and let's do a quick wrap up. We did get 41 out of San Francisco, and one out of Philly. 40 a 40 1940 out of Philly. Both 41S, 41 Philly, 46 Philly, 47 Philly. And we got a 48 Denver, 49 Denver, and a 59 out of Philly. It's in really nice shape. And these right here are the 50s. We got 51 out of San Francisco. Semi-key date. I didn't even realize that. You can barely see the S. I thought it was a Philly. So we got a key date, a semi-key date out of it. We got 52 out of Philly, 52 out of San Francisco, 54 out of Philly, 55, 57, 58 out of Denver, and a 57 out of Denver. And the piece of the resistance was these two very nice war nickels here. And the collection dump that we got mostly out of one row. So we got 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 war nickels. And most coming out of the one row. That's amazing. So I want to thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. If there's anything you like featured on my channel, address will be in the description. Any emails or questions, email address will be in the description also. If you would like to donate to the channel to help channel grow, the PayPal address will be in the description. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.